before we start the video, I just want to let you know that in this video, there will be discussion of disordered eating, body image issues, and mental health in general. So if you'd rather not watch that, you can go ahead and skip the video, go watch another video, and if not, then on to the video. Hey people on the internet, my name is Cassandra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a life update today. So that I could explain my absence, even though I know it happens a lot. I did tell you I was committed to posting more regularly, and then I sort of just fell off the face of the earth. So what happened, I'll let you all know. We'll talk about it. So first, some good news. Everything else in the video is kind of, bad news. But this is the good news. I got a new camera. So as you can tell, this is a nice new camera. It is a Canon EOS Rebel T7. I got it about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I haven't tried it out yet because I haven't gotten around to getting an SD card in it, but I've been reading the manual front to back and just really excited to use it, so I can't wait to start using it and be able to have better quality video for you guys, because I really care about making the videos enjoyable. Yeah, I got a new camera. I'm really excited to use it, and that's the good news. So let's get into all the sad, bad, shitty news that I have for you guys. The first thing I want to talk about is kind of the worst. It's just really frustrating and discouraging, and that is my medication and my therapy and my many mental illnesses. Yay! So if you don't know, I have been diagnosed with depression, generalized anxiety, and BPD. And BPD being borderline personality disorder. So, I have been diagnosed with the anxiety since I was 3 years old and the depression since I was a teenager. And the BPD, as well as a few other things like ADHD and stuff, I just got diagnosed with this past year, these past months. So I was on medication for depression and for anxiety. This medication was Effexor, and also another one I can't remember the name of. I'm so sorry, but I took it for a long, long time and I never was able to remember the name. So anyway, I was taking that, and those were helping me, but because of my up till now undiagnosed BPD, I was still having a lot of difficulty dealing with big life events. Basically, I am just not emotionally and mentally prepared to deal with change in any way, and I just melt down. Even when it's good change, like, it really scares me. So I went to the doctor and they were like, yeah, it seems like you have BPD. So basically, they took me off of the Effexor because they think that I would do better because of the BPD. I would do better on another medication called citalopram. And I've been taking citalopram for 2 months now, almost 2 months. And I have to say I am sourly disappointed. First of all, the Effexor really helped mitigate all of these symptoms that I have that have to do with all of my different disorders, including like my persistent anxiety, my depressive episodes, because unfortunately I don't just get depressed and then that just lasts forever. I have episodes where I'm like very, very motivated for like 1 week, and then I have another week where I'm just completely like unmotivated and unable to get out of bed. On the Effexor, that evened it out a little bit. I would still have my ups and downs, of course, but it wasn't like 1 week I was like, I can do anything, and the next week I wanted to myself, So this and my sleep schedule, which is horrendous. If you know me, you know I have a very bad sleep schedule, and I really mean this. It is no fault of my own. I go to bed and I just sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep and cannot stay awake. I wake up exhausted. I go to bed exhausted. I sleep 12 hours exhausted. If I don't set an alarm, I will sleep up to 15 hours every night. And on a night where I'm really tired, I'll sleep up to 20 hours. It's ridiculous. I have before. The longest I've ever slept was 26 hours. It's really not healthy. It's called hypersomnia. It's basically kind of like the opposite of insomnia, where you can't stay asleep, where I just sleep and sleep and sleep and I never feel rested. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat chewing on things in the background. I'm just going to let her be because it's going to be a fight if not. So the Effexor really helped with the sleeping, really helped with the motivation. It made me feel more able to do the things I like. It made me feel more able to get up in the morning. I felt rested after I slept. I would sleep 9 hours, or sometimes if I was really tired, 10, and I would wake up on my own. Now that I'm on the citalopram, none of those symptoms have been resolved in any way. I don't feel as anxious as I do without meds at all, but that's it. That's the only symptom that it solves. Everything else is just the same as it would be without the medication. And I know I was put on the medication when I was an adult. I lived my entire life with these symptoms, and even part of my adult life with these symptoms, and now I'm just on a medication that does nothing. And so I've tried to talk to my doctor about it, and she was like, let's up the dose and see if that helps, and we did, and it does nothing still. So now I have to go see her and deal with that. It's just, of course it's not her fault, I'm not saying that at all, but it's just really frustrating. Because I went through the withdrawal of the Effexor for like 2 months. I was in constant tears, like super depressed, super anxious, because I was withdrawing from this medication I'd been on for 2 years. And I went through all of that for what? For nothing. Nothing has changed. Like, it's no better on these medications. And again, not blaming anyone. Like, it's absolutely no one's fault that this has happened, but it's just really discouraging that I was told, like, this will help you more, and it doesn't help me at all, because it was like a 4-month ordeal to get off the other meds, get on the new meds, and I don't know. So it's just really frustrating. I'm going to have to call my doctor, but that's one of the reasons I have been not around, is because these meds are a fiasco. Like, I am sleeping so much and never... I'm exhausted right now. Like, I feel my body wanting to melt into the bed right now. Like, that's how exhausted I am. Okay, next topic. We banged that one out. Next topic. I work at a gas station. I'm a gas station attendant. And honestly, I'm completely burnt out. I can't do it anymore. Like, I feel... Even just talking about it, it's like hard to fill my lungs up with air, because it makes me feel so like I don't know how to describe it, but I'm completely burnt out. Dealing with like the customers, first of all, is like, it's very frustrating, because a lot of our regulars are just mean. They're constantly drunk and belligerent. They're just rude people, and it's hard to go to work every day knowing you're going to deal with these people. Secondly, I don't know, like, the depression has been worse with the whole medication stuff, and so just getting out of bed is really hard. So I basically get out of bed, I go to work, I come back, I go to sleep. I do no interesting or fun things in between. I have no time for leisure. It's really, really hard. I'm completely burnt out on it. And going to work is a whole other thing, because I have to take the bus, and we're on a summer schedule currently with the buses, and so I didn't even realize that, and now my buses are at a different time, and it's a whole thing. Like, anyway, work sucks, I know. Blank 182. Capitalism, am I right? So, yeah, I just wanted to bring up that I do work outside of this, so, you know, due to all of that, plus my laptop recently broke and, changing meds and everything, so I've been having to buy like 2 different meds for a while, and then. Anyway, point is money's tight. I'm not doing great. Alright, that's all I had to say for that. Next topic. So, my physical health. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I have been trying to do better physically, so I've been trying to go to the gym and work out because I know I'm out of shape. I'm definitely aware that I'm out of shape. But it's really hard. First of all, I was going to pay for the gym, and then a bunch of things broke down that I had to pay for. So I didn't even get to pay for the gym. So now I can't go to the gym until I pay for it, and I don't have the money to go to the gym, and it's a whole thing. Secondly, I've been trying to do yoga in the evening and go to the gym 3 times a week and whatever, but it's really hard, guys. I know that everyone knows this. It's not like anyone's like, wow, going to the gym when you're out of shape is so easy. But there's a lot of propaganda out there that's like, you're going to start going to the gym and you're going to feel so much better and you're going to just want to keep going. No. No, that doesn't happen. I mean, I'm sure it happens for some people, but for people like me, who I have never liked doing physical activity, ever since I was a little girl, doing physical activity, having to go outside and not be inside reading, that would lead me to have fits when I was a child. Having to go take a walk, I would have a fit. I have always absolutely hated physical activity. So yeah, I feel a little bit better about myself right after I go. I'm like, well, I did that. That's good. But the next day, do I feel like, I felt good the next time I go to the gym, I don't feel like, well, I felt good, so now I'm gonna go and I'll feel good again. No, I still fucking hate it. I don't want to do it. I hate it. I'm doing it because I don't want to die young, and I'm fucking paranoid that I will. So that's what I'm doing. I really, really hate physical activity. Every time I go to the doctor, she's like, well, you can try doing, something easy. You can try doing something calm, something beginner level. Yeah, I know. I hate it. I don't want to. Sorry. So that's that for that. Now let's talk about my body image. I'm fat. And I've really struggled with my body image my entire life because growing up, I was stick thin. I was so small. In the space of about 6 months, I went from being about 110 pounds to being 160 pounds. It happened really fast. And it happened when I was 16. I didn't even notice it happening. I mean, I was so depressed. I never even looked in the mirror or took showers or anything. I was so depressed. But then other people started commenting about it, and I started feeling so ashamed. Ever since then, I've been dealing with a lot of body image issues, as you can probably guess, and I'm really trying my hardest this year to deal with that. And it's not just my weight. I've always had sort of some issues with the way I look, but I just would push them out of my mind and not think about them. And then I gained a bunch of weight, and I started thinking about the way I look, and I started thinking about the other things about myself that I don't like, which I won't list for you here because we don't need to do that and give other people body image issues, okay? So anyway, but I'm trying to love more about myself, and it is really difficult. Self-love is something that I said, it's probably the most difficult thing to do. I've been trying to wear clothes that I like that I would otherwise not be comfortable wearing. This skirt is a great example. I don't like the way my stomach looks in it. But see, the thing is, when I'm dating a person, I love a person with a stomach. I think it is so sexy. I love a stomach, a little tummy that juts out. So sexy. I love that. So I have to keep reminding myself, I like it on other people, so surely, other people aren't disgusted by me because I look the same as other people I like look. Does that make sense? I look at these people and I'm like, wow, beautiful, goddess. And then I look at the same exact thing on me and I'm like, ugh. So I have to try and condition myself to look at myself with the same lens I look at other people with. So I try and wear clothes that I look at and I'm like, wow, that's nice on the model, and then I put it on me and I'm like, oh, like, I don't like that this shows off this or whatever. I try to wear the clothes anyway because I should try to care less about what other people think and try to see myself in a more positive light. So I'm doing that. Also, taking more pictures of myself. I used to love to take pictures. When I was a kid, I had a camera that my mother got me, and my sister had one too. We loved to take pictures. When I became an adult, I stopped taking pictures because I stopped wanting to remember those things. I was like, yeah, this was really fun and all, but I look so ugly. And how sad is that? So I've been trying to take more pictures, especially, I don't really do much anymore except work, but I try to take pictures of outfits I really like, makeup I really like, just to be like, you know, it doesn't even matter if I keep these, I can throw them away after, but just taking the picture, and I want to start doing that more. It's also a reason that I kind of didn't film for a long time, is because I was like, oh, but, like, who wants to see me on camera? Well, as it turns out, about 20 people. Anyway. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is a little more lighthearted, more fun, more interesting, probably. I just wanted to talk about upcoming projects. So, I have been, even though I haven't been filming, I've been struggling with my computer. I don't have an SD card, like, it's a whole thing. Even though I haven't been filming, I have been writing scripts and preparing and getting ideas. So I do have a bunch of videos I need to film that I will be filming shortly, that I'll be able to post soon. And, you know, I'm hopefully this will be like the comeback video, and after that I can start posting again. I mean, I do have the camera, just waiting for the SD card now, and I have my laptop back finally, so should be able to do that soon. Oh, I also got this. Why, you might ask? Well, because my mother and I are going to be doing a podcast. Oh. My mother and I are going to be doing a podcast. I've been writing the scripts and we're going to be recording soon. You know, relatively soon, like in a few months soon. Not soon as in like 2 days from now soon. So it should be out sometime next year. I'll, you know, update you more on how that goes. But it's just a podcast about interesting things that I learned, and then I basically tell my mother about it because that's what we were doing anyway. I was like, we should put this on the internet so that everyone can tell us how unfunny we are. So we're going to be doing a podcast soonish. So I have about half the scripts written now, so I have about half of them left to write. But yeah, lots of like history, science, random stories about different people. It's mostly history because, let's face it, that's what I like. It's basically just a bunch of random stuff, which is what this channel is, so if you like this channel, you probably like that too. So I think that's pretty much all I have to tell you guys today. That's all that's been happening in my life. It was a lot to say, but as you can tell, there's not much happening. I hope that if you enjoy this channel, you have stayed and you will continue to stay as I figure all of this stuff out and get back to a more regular routine and pump out some more content for you guys. And if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and also follow me on all my social medias, which will be linked down below and also at the card at the end. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say. Bye for now.